So, happy day. I woke up this morning feeling inspired. So, I made coffee in my Be Blessed cup, and it's already time for a second cup. And I want to declutter my kitchen. I want to clear the counters even more. Now, I cleared off the island, and I just love it when it's so just simple. It tends to get so much stuff on it, like with the fruits and the vegetables. I like to keep the fruits and the vegetables out so everybody will eat them. But then I'm in a conundrum because I like everything bare. So I'm going to try and find a happy medium. I did put them over here by my smeg, and I want to move my smeg where next to my Keurig. And I had moved it over to this counter because of the electrical, but I can keep it unplugged until I need to use it by my Keurig. And then I want to declutter that part by the stove, and I want to make that more neater. So I want to clear off my counter space so it looks more clean and nicer. Okay, so I've been working on my kitchen and decluttering it. That is my water jug. That is the amount of water I must drink today. Okay, so I got rid of the brown organizer that was next to the stove, and I put everything in these cabinets. I organized my spices as best as I could. And so these are all the most used ones, and the least used ones are in the garage in the cabinet close by, right by the garage door. And so then here are my salt and peppers, my oils, and my vinegars, and my Worcestershire sauce. And then I have some extra salt and an extra measuring glass up there. I have 2 more. I really need to declutter. This felt so good to get rid of that. I love it. I'm using it in someplace else. I put it in the cabinet under my coffee machine, and I'm using that just to organize the things that were in that cabinet, which will be another day. And then, my nifty little garlic peel taker offer. If you guys know the official name for that, let me know. And my sign is working well. As you can see, there are dishes that are dirty in the dishwasher, and it takes me a good while to fill it up. I do mostly hand washing. I like to hand wash my dishes, but I like to sterilize things like the silverware and the glasses, things that actually go in the mouth. And I detailed my bread machine, and I put my smeg in the cabinet. I was going to put it on my counter. But it just looked too cluttered, too much. This even looks way too cluttered for me. I used to have a TV that hung from the cabinet, which was kind of cute. It was a really cute box TV, but we replaced it with this one, and I really don't need this TV in here. The only time I usually turn it on is during the holidays. Like, I'll put a screensaver of a fireplace, or fall, I'll have like pumpkins or something, but I don't use it that often. But it's there in case we do need it. I do not watch TV. I've never been much of a TV watcher. I do have certain favorite shows, which I'm sure those who know me know. I love Little House on the Prairie with all my heart. I love that show. I've been known to put that on that TV when I'm in here baking, or if I'm in here for a long time, I might put something like that on, or just some really pretty screensaver. Okay, so I've been working on the decluttering of my kitchen, and I have this salt lamp in my dining room, and I also have one in my bedroom and my work area. And I would like to get them downstairs and more. I'd like to have them everywhere because they are just so good to have in your home. They're good for your mindset, for your mental state, and I completely approve of anything that will bring positivity into the home, because I am learning later in life that you really have to protect. That you really have to protect your happiness, and you have to choose to be happy. And I am choosing to be happy. I am protecting my circle, and I am keeping my bubble secure. So that is what I'm learning later in life, that the smaller your circle, I think, the happier, well, the smaller my circle, the happier I seem to be. And I'm finding that also in life too. The more organized and less stressful my home is, the more things go more easy. And so I think I've showed you this book, Cozy White Cottage. I just love white. I think it's such a crisp, clean color, and I like to do everything in white and do just like pops of color. And when we first moved in this home, it was very colorful, so I work really hard in changing out. It's been a slow process, but one that I've thoroughly enjoyed, by painting the walls and redoing the floors and doing that kind of stuff. And this book is a great help. And then I think you might remember that I got this book, The Ultimate Garden, and I'm excited to update my gardening book all the time. And I take videos and I write in my garden book, look on your camera roll from July of 2023, and it will show me the flowers that I did really well with. And then I write notes about, I have to move my cucumbers in a more sunshade spot, and I cannot miss a day of watering, because I missed a day of watering and they went downhill from there. But in the meantime, before that, they had given me beautiful, beautiful cucumbers.
And here is your weekly weather check. It is about 10 or so in the morning, and it is 72 degrees. We've had some really great thunderstorms at night, and then we had a pop-up rain shower yesterday, which was fun. But fall is coming. Such is life, right? But fall is coming. You can see it in the stores, especially. I'm working on my garland, and I will show that to you. It's coming around quite nicely. I'm really happy with it, and it's matching the colors of my wreath to orange, black, and polka dots. And I've been crocheting. I'll show you some of that too.
This cup, this pumpkin cup, makes me so happy. I don't know why, but I love her. Now, I'm not planning on buying any more decorations. I've got plenty. In fact, I told you about how I am trying to sort through them and donate, give away, and keep a few. And I am not going to buy anything new but this cup. I love her and she makes me happy. So I will be drinking this. I will be drinking out of this until it's time to put her away for Christmas. But in the meantime, she makes me happy. And we must name her. Okay, we are back in my kitchen, and there's my cup, my happy, happy cup. And I just wanted to explain real quick that I'm not a minimalist. I just like to organize and find homes for things, you know, that I have, and I like to donate when I can. But I'm not a minimalist. I like to shop, but I'm not gonna shop for any more, you know, Halloween decorations. I really don't need any more. I'm gonna use what I have, donate what I don't want, and give away to whoever wants what there is. I have a lot, and So I just wanted to make that clear. But we're back in my kitchen, and what I did was I put in this one cabinet things that are mostly used, and the things that are not mostly used but we still use them are in the garage. And I'm one of those people that if it's out of sight, I sometimes forget about it. So I'm trying really hard not to be that person, because I like things put away. I don't like things all over my counter. So the onion powder and the garlic powder and the paprika are used in my homemade ranch dressing, and that is cinnamon, and I loved the chopped onions. I have 2. Maybe I can combine them. And I went through all the expiration dates to make sure everything was fresh and good. There's my rosemary that came from my plant that I dried, and here's some other things up here. And I sewed that little cover, and we didn't know what to do with it, and my daughter said, "What is that cover for?" And I put it over a Tabasco bottle because it fit perfectly, and I go, "It's a Tabasco cover." Anyway, and I made that wreath some time ago, and I think it looks just so beautiful. But during Christmas, I will change that out to something more Christmassy. And then I have 2 big garlic salts. I don't know why I have 2 big, see, out of sight, I forgot about it. So I have to remember. And I think with everything kind of organized more like this, I'll use it more. But these are some of our favorite spices. And here's my cup again. I love her. I'm gonna put my pumpkin spice coffee in there, or some hot tea. Oh, dog bark. There must be a mail lady coming around. So this is the rag wreath, all done, and I've showed it before, and it just makes me so happy. I think it looks so adorable. And I am showing it to you on my white counter because I think you can see it really good this way. And so what I'm going to do, or what I am doing, is I took some of this, and I think it's called jute, and I cut about a 6-foot length string, and I'm doing the same thing on here that I did on my wreath. Is I am tying it on, I'm tying it twice, I'm double knotting it, and I'm doing it kind of in a pattern. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it until I completely fill it up. And you don't have to. And I also got some white tulle that I think I'm going to incorporate in here. Maybe, maybe not, we'll see. And so what I do is I get these little material patches at Walmart that are 99 cents, and I iron them. So you get these nice creases, and then that'll help me help you, or help me, this helps me cut them better. And you know what? I was looking on YouTube, and I need to get a rotary cutter, and I think that would help me in my straight line endeavor to do this. So I am working on this, and this is actually really fun, and I'm excited to see it when it's all done. And I'm gonna put this on my door, and I'm gonna hang this above it, so it's gonna look real pretty and festive. And so that is what I am doing for Halloween. I am not buying Halloween decorations. I am trying to make them. And when I was straightening up, I was cleaning out this one little, it was like a container in one of my shelves. And when I had put away all my Halloween decorations last year, you know how sometimes you're done and then you go around the house, like, I don't know, maybe a week or 2 later, and you find little things that you forgot, like you didn't notice them when you were packing everything up. Well, that is what I did when I found those little white pumpkins. These little white pumpkins on my window. And so I had these out, and it's funny because everything is white right now, but I'm going to incorporate, you know, color, some Halloween color. But I love white, and it's funny. And I kind of like them here. And you know what? I was thinking I could even hang that garland here, because sometimes I'll do like a Christmas garland. You know what? I might do that. And remember, I'm also making little black spiders and bats out of construction paper that I'm gonna hang on the walls too. And I think I might put some on these cabinets. So it's gonna be kind of like a homemade decor kind of stuff, and I'm really excited. It's a lot of fun, and it's giving me a lot of happiness. It's just happy. And so, okay, so my laundry in the dryer just stopped, so I am going to take this out, and I'm going to wash some other things. I have some linens and things I want to wash, and some aprons, and I wash like the kitchen towels and the aprons separately from regular normal clothes and linens and stuff. I have my little way of doing my laundry, and I'm sure it's probably similar to the way y'all do it. You know, you wash your whites all by themselves, and then my lights, and then the darks, like the blacks and the browns and the dark blues, I wash all those. And then I wash like the rugs by themselves, the bedding by themselves, all the kitchen linens by themselves, and the dog bedding by themselves, things like that. And then also I have gotten into making my laundry detergent, and I use the Thieves recipe, and I make the stain remover, which works really, really well. I was so happy. And then I have the Thieves all-purpose cleaner behind there, and I like to wipe down, you know, everything with that. And then I have some water and some vinegar. And so I'm going to change the dryer out. I'm going to take everything out of the dryer, fold it and put away, and then I'm going to start another load of something. I think I'm going to do linens. I'm not sure. I'm going to see what I have the most of. And then before I do that, I'm going to show you one last thing that I started crocheting, and I'm going to ask you, hold on. So I was making these granny squares. I was playing around with them, and this yarn, you know, will change colors as you crochet more. So I was going to do this, but since the holidays are coming, do you all remember you would make like a big granny square, and then, let me see, this one's loose, and then you would fold it. I have to sew these inside, but you would fold it kind of like that, and you'd make like a little Christmas booty, like you do green and red and white, like you do, this would be green, this would be red, and then you'd stitch it together with white. Do y'all remember making those things? So I was going to go to Michael's and get some red and green and white, more white yarn, and see if I could make those. And then those candlesticks that you make around a toilet paper holder. But I have this pink that I had bought a while ago, and I started doing some granny squares. So we will see what I can do with these. And I was thinking of making some trivets for my dining room, and I also saw one where you make washcloths, so I thought that would be fun. Little easy ones, simple. And so I just wanted to show you, and I'm still working on my blanket. That's like the forever blanket, my white forever. I'll do a couple rows on that. I'll show that to you in the next vlog, but I just wanted to show these real quick. And what I'm going to do is I will sew these in, and then I'll cut the extra so it's secure. And I'm waiting for this pink to change into a different color, but I was just playing around. And sometimes the ones you play around with turn out to be the best. And this one I'm using, can you see it? I usually use G. G is my favorite crochet hook to use. This one is an H, if I can see it. Yeah, this one's an H. So I'm using an H on these, and I'm using a G on my blanket, my forever blanket. That's taking me forever. Okay, now I've got to turn my laundry, and then I'm going to show you my flowers outside, and then we will end it. Okay, let's check on my plants. See if we can spot any bees. I hear one. Oh, here we go. Look, 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 look. Hello, little bees. Thank you for working so hard. I will have to remember to, they love these the most. This group of flowers right here seem to be their favorite. So I will definitely have to do more of these next spring. Look how happy. Oh my goodness. Oh, these are gorgeous. Look at how beautiful. Oh, the sun feels so nice. It's so pretty out. And then I have to, with all the rain, these take so much water. I'm gonna have to give you guys some more water, even though a ton of rain just came down. And then I'm gonna pull these little weeds out. So I'm gonna do that. I'll put my camera down and do that. Give this little one some TLC. Oh, look, gotcha. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, I love you. Oh, Miss Chicken fell. We gotta fix her. I wasn't sure if the bees were gonna go to this one because I hadn't seen many on it. Okay, so with this, I'm going to end my vlog here, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and I will see you soon.